For the first time in history, the NBA 2020 draft had the highest number of players of Nigerian descent. President of the Nigerian Basketball Federation, Engr.Ahmadu Musa Kida, shares his thoughts and the prospects of basketball in Nigeria. Thank you for joining us today, sir. Now, what was your reaction learning of the number of players of Nigerian heritage drafted into the NBA this year? And what is the likelihood that these players will be incorporated into the national team?
Thanks for having me, Joy. So clearly for us, we are all very excited. That we have nine players of Nigerian origin in the drafts for the NBA this year. So clearly the significance of that for us, and I, speaking as the president of the Nigerian Basketball Federation, is always what we have believed in the potential and talent that we have in Nigeria. And for me, this is a good sign that we have these young guys who are coming up, so they will be able to take over, at all the levels, including the national team. Where we would need to refresh and even have players who are one younger and secondly better than what we have. So yes, I'm very, very proud of the nine of them. I am also very quick to call that a lot of them actually had a basic local Nigerian footprint, I would say. And we can really be only very proud. And going forward, our hope is that the Nigerian Basketball Federation will always try to make sure we provide the environment and the platform so that these are our young chaps outside or within the country of Nigeria will excel to this level and even more.
So there were 8 Nigerian players widely reported on mainstream media, but you referenced to 9. Could you clarify the count?
Yes. There are actually 9 Nigerians, not 8, that have been drafted into the NBA. There's Aaron Nesmith, who was drafted by the Celtics. That is, I think, a forgotten hero in all this. He has a Nigerian mother, so I can tell you that he's a full-blooded Nigerian with the pride of being a Nigerian flowing in his veins. So he is actually the ninth that hasn't had the mention of being a Nigerian.
That's great to know. Thank you for that insight. Now, with the addition of these new players, we'll have over 25 Nigerians playing in the NBA. Do you think that the presence of this large number of players will make the NBA more realistic for younger players at home?
Yeah, it's an excellent question, Joy. Of course, we have close to 30 players in the NBA right now of Nigerian origin. In a year, we have 9 that are added this year. 4 or 5 of them first round picks. So it makes the competition actually to wear a Nigerian jersey to represent Nigeria even tougher. It's true. It's much tougher for people who would be at home. There's no doubt that the aspirations of even those who are based in Nigeria and playing in Nigeria, that their hopes in order to get better would be to come to the enviable position of being drafted or picked by an NBA team. I mean, the what is not in question there is that NBA is the best league in the world for basketball. So all basketballers, young, the not so young, and the people who have potential or talent, that normally would be our dream. So yes, it puts pressure on all of us, meaning the people who play at the grassroots. So I'll talk about the Divisions 2 leagues that we have in Nigeria, the Division 1, the Premier League, which we have not been very consistent on, but the results are also there to show that we do have clubs that represent the country. Going all the way to college basketball in the U.S. And elsewhere, the professional teams where we have Nigerians in Europe and the rest of the world, and finally, the NBA players that we have. Yes, it's really tough. But why I'm happy as the president is because I can see actually a young talent, an 11, 12-year-old kid trying to play in Nigeria and looking forward to Division 2 where he will graduate to Division 1, go all the way to the elite league in the country, and then even playing college basketball if he can, and then into to NBA. But I do believe, just like I've always believed, in Nigeria, the more we are, the merrier, and the better we are.
Absolutely. Now that leads us to the next question. Would NBBF consider creating a platform for the Nigerians playing in the NBA to give back to our younger players?
The platform for NBA players and retired players actually are very abound in Nigeria. What I mean to say is this. A lot of them have their own foundations going. We as a federation, we have always recognized everything that they can do. In fact, try to help in the best ways that we can. Mobolaji, for instance, our ex-national women's player, she does it. Aisha Mohammed also does come home, does some camps. Ejike Baja also does a lot of these year in year out. Some of us who are in country also, we have our own foundations where we operate at that level for the youth and the kids. And I won't forget Masai, with his everlasting initiatives, not only for Nigeria but the whole of Africa. And we're proud to partner. We're proud to help. And we're also proud to identify with them. So yes, anybody who wants to bring back home or take back home or put back home, we're going to help you. I think I made it also very clear to some of our people in diaspora who have intentions of giving back. And my sworn duty as the president of the Nigerian Basketball Federation is to make sure that everybody is welcome and everybody is able to contribute to the best that he can, knowing fully well that NBBF cannot do all, and that we all need to put in the bit that we can. Because all those little bits make a very huge difference.
Definitely. Now, in conclusion, I have to ask you this. I know that many basketball fans across Nigeria would like to hear firsthand from you. What measures has the NBBF taken to resolve the issues leading up to the court injunction suspending the Premier League?
Joy, this is one question I've always tried to not be silent about the fact that NBBF as constituted now was taken to court by the Kwese League Management Board. You can read up who the leaders are and who the people in that league management board are, along with some clubs in the country, principally Gombe Bulls and I do understand the Kwara Falcons that have said they're not really part of it. they have been hounding us really in court since 2017 that were initiated. We have been to court. We have been there to defend the fact that that the Premier League is a property of the Nigerian Basketball Federation and not the property of anybody else. So it's not the property of a league management board that was formed before we came in, simply because they have no legal stand. Where we all stand. So what efforts are we doing to try and evacuate that? I do hear, the leaders of the Kwesi League Management Board saying that they really would want to allow the court to go to its conclusive end. I don't think that is good for basketball because they are stopping us from holding the elite Premier League. They're stopping NBBF from doing that, and not only are they doing that, but they're stopping and punishing the players, who play for those clubs. They are punishing the clubs also by not providing that avenue for them to play and compete in a Premier League of the country. They also deprive these clubs of visibility. They deprive the clubs of the laurels otherwise that they can bring in club championships that we send clubs to continentally in Africa and even beyond. My real bitterness, I would say, is that on one hand, people cannot say that they love basketball and they are passionate about it, and then on the other hand, they're stopping basketball from being played at that level, Premier League and all that, because they're there in court. So unfortunately, we are there. We are the defendants. They took us to court. The last sitting was sometime last week. It has been adjourned till some date in January, and until we have such a ruling, I actually don't want to be cited in contempt, like when they claim that I tried to circumvent the fact that they have an injunction stopping the federation from holding a league. So the plea is out to them. Please try and love basketball for real. And if you love basketball for real, please allow basketball to be played and don't take anybody to court to stop them from playing.